Hi, everyone. It's Dale Powers from WGI, and I want to take a few minutes and talk to you about the standings page. We just had our first weekend of regionals, and you will start to see groups listed on the standings page. The first thing I want to explain is that the standings page only consists of groups going to World Championships. The standings page is what we use to seed people for World Championships. So when we're putting together that page, it is only for the people attending championships in Dayton. Now, how the standings page works is this way. Groups that competed last weekend, week one of our regional calendar, their score is what goes on the page. But every week after that, for the next 6 weeks, that group gets 1.5 points added to their score. So over 6 weeks, if somebody got a score last weekend, they would have 9 points added. That's what it would be by the time you get to the end of the regional calendar. Now, if you go to week four and there's 3 weeks after you compete in your first regional, maybe your only regional, you would end up with 1.5 times 3 for weeks 5, 6, and 7. And so you would therefore have 4.5 points added to your score. Now, remember, if you compete in multiple regionals, it's not your highest score that goes into the standings, it's your most recent score. And if you compete in a regional and you only compete in prelims, that is your most recent score. And that's what gets listed. And then if there are weeks left, they get added 1.5 points per week. Now, if you compete in the last regional weekend of the year, that is your score, and there is nothing added onto it after that. So we will then come up with a list. And it's not a perfect science, but it's the best that we have because not everybody can compete on the last regional weekend of the year. So what we have is this process where we've add 1.5 points per week. And believe me, we don't just randomly pick numbers. We've looked at how scores progress. We know that some people may progress more, they weren't ready as early. We know some people come out and they're ready really early, and they might go out 3 weeks later and their score might not go up that much. That's why sometimes people make that decision to not go to a regional later if they like their seeding score better. But for most people, they're going to compete if they get the opportunity multiple times during the year and then let the seeding score rest where it is. Now, once we get to championships, we use those seeding numbers to place people into rounds for championships, but that's another conversation for a little bit later in the year. Hopefully, this makes sense to you in terms of what you're going to see. We typically update the standings on Tuesday. And again, it's only reflective of changes if you went out early, and then people that are going to World Championships that may have attended a regional. I wish you the best of luck. I hope this is helpful. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody down the road. Have a great week of rehearsal, and I can't wait to see you.